Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of Oxygen Not Included. So a little bit has happened. I actually tried to record episode 2, but apparently something happened and either the recording failed or the software just stopped. So I did a little bit of progress since the last episode, starting with making a rusty oxidizer. So I broke into the salt and rust here and am now producing a little bit of oxygen that I can. It was having a bit of trouble just having duplicants walk through the carbon dioxide and then down into this biome to collect the stuff. It was too much of a journey for them to hold their breath all the way and then down and back up. When a duplicant finds that they're out of breath, they'll drop whatever they're carrying and find the nearest source of oxygen that they can breathe. So it was causing too much, so I grabbed as much salt as I could and then stopped them from going in there to keep sweeping it up. So hopefully this 800 to 700 kilograms of salt will last a while, because we got a lot of rust. But we did get a few duplicants. Got a few research points done. So we now have refined ability to refine metals. Going to work on the smart battery. This area I'm probably going to use for power production, or at least the coal and lumber side of things. So for power, there's the wood burner and the coal generator for the beginning. Coal generator way outdoes the wood burner, but depending on the biome and surrounding area, you might not have much coal to burn, so the wood burners are your only option for a bit. Then if we go over, what else happened? Started digging more area, expanding the base, let this carbon dioxide flow into a little more lower areas so that this level at least can be filled with oxygen. Upgraded a few skills. If we go up here, I did get into some more super hard digging. So we can't get obsidian until we get to the super hard digging area. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode I failed to record that I explained that these are what boulders are. And you can't get these until you have the very last mining trait. You can't dig through these. These are the smallest boulders. Large boulders can take up this entire area here. About, not quite the size of a glacier, but still quite a large area. And I did pick Geoactive for one of the map traits, but I still don't see any possible areas for volcano or vent or geyser. So, we'll see. Can probably start closing this area off. Can dig into here for some algae. Now also, I think I have enough duplicants that if I pick more, I'm going to require more resources than what I have to keep them alive. So I'm just probably going to pick care packages until I think I have enough oxygen and food to support more duplicants. So in this episode, I'm probably gonna try keep up with my oxygen production at the same time building a power station in this biome here, because it is fairly cold in this biome. And most machines do produce heat. So if I look at the temperature here, you can see that these are a slightly higher green, and then this thing heats up quite a bit. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully with all the glaciers in this starting map, I'll be able to keep my base fairly cool. Just collecting all the ice. And like, I just grabbed the coal from here at negative 40 degrees. So like even that can help cool down the base. But I'm not going to let duplicants work in here for a power base until they've got all of this dug out that I want them to. Probably build a rock granulator. This turns metal ore into its refined component and sand. Later on there's it usually does 50-50, so 100 kilograms of metal ore turns into 50 kilograms of sand and 50 kilograms of refined metal. There is a machine that does 100% conversion, but requires water and requires a lot of water and a lot of power. Also generates a ton of heat. Then I think up here I'm gonna turn this room into a better bathroom. So I don't have the research for it yet, but if we go over here, the lavatory, the sink, and the shower all improve are better improvements for the washroom. This doesn't require dirt and doesn't release dirty dirt, polluted dirt. Instead, it requires water and then emits polluted water. And the same thing for the sink. And this setup generates water out of your duplicants. I think it takes. I will see when I have it researched, but I think it takes like a kilogram of water and then gives you 1.3 kilograms of water per use. So it generates you more water, just a polluted version of it. So it's a great way of using your duplicants to generate water inside your base in case you have maps like this where water is pretty scarce. Because it'll take a while for this to melt into water. At the edge of the base, I usually try to have airflow tiles at the farthest points there. What is your learning at right now? 11. Okay. So, once they go past 10, they can solo research pretty much everything you need to do for the rest of the base. You don't really need another learner past that. That's why I usually try to go for a 7 right away, a +7. even if there are better duplicates you can have, but research is so important just to get done right away. It consumes a lot of resources too. Requires dirt to run the normal one, but water to acquire. This one requires water to run, so it can consume so much of your resources. Open up that area, give us more oxygen here. Start getting the tiles here for letting the oxygen spread. Like the plumbing's done, so 5 kilograms per use, and then it gives you, oh, that's way different than I might have thought. So doubles your water usage, really, at least for the water used per duplicant. And each duplicant uses this about once per cycle, so about every cycle you'll get 6.7 kilograms of water per duplicant. You always want as many sinks as you have lavatories. Now we are going to have to take water out of here to fill the system, but once that's going, we won't really need it anymore because we'll have a water filtration system somewhere along this area here. And again, the same thing as with the power wires. Try to hide your pipes behind walls too, because they also emit negative decor. So you want all the inputs to line up in the same pipe, all the outputs to line up in the same pipe. Let them go through there now. I think they've caught up on a little bit of digging here. So I'll probably prioritize digging this area out. omelets are nice to get. Just a food source right there. Looks like some people have some skills. Oh yeah, 2 of them. Probably go into more super hard digging. Better cooking. Go into priorities here. We'll just have you and you do the cooking. Or I guess just you. Probably should research water refinement if I don't have that already. There it is. This is what will turn our polluted water into actual water from the washroom there. Looks like our lice farm is producing pretty good. Also dug up a bit of forest muckroot again. So our food situation's pretty good now. These oxyferns are pretty nice in the beginning. They take in carbon dioxide and output oxygen. The wild growth, so growing it in the wild here is easier, but only puts 25% of what it could in terms of converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. But I'm fine currently as long as it actually just starts taking carbon dioxide out of my base. I think I might just leave this door open now. It takes so much time for that door to open and close. Looks like the pressure in here just built high enough that it actually killed the tree in here. Don't think I've seen that happen before. But yeah, there's a lot of oxygen in here. Run power to this thing. So as I click this, you can see it turns the 100 kilograms of ore into both the aluminum and sand. Which we need sand to run this, so this hasn't been running yet. But I think there's enough chlorine in the base right now that I think the polluted oxygen isn't going to get very far in contaminating the base. 800. Let's put 1 ton of aluminum in there. Start putting you on your rancher. Not that we have any creatures to ranch, but nice to have it ready. Okay, so this will give you more than you can handle. So let's just improve your carrying strength right now. I'll have to build something that improves their morale soon. This is one way to do it. I think that already counts as a room. Counts as a latrine. What makes it a washroom? Light source. Light source and actual water, I guess. I think lights are in here, yeah. Yeah, it's still just a latrine. So we need actual water flowing through here. What should we research next? Probably get into more advanced foodstuffs, but we don't have really anything that uses it. We'll need the mess table soon. Sure. Get that done right away. So normally when something isn't shaded or colored, it's temporary art. So this is one of the new things that came with the pre-launch update. So this will change soon. And this is what we're going to use to filter the polluted water out of the system here. Still don't know why they haven't dug this out. Maybe I should just up the priority. So we get to it. We're slowly filling up our mealwood seeds. Right now, the duplicants just haven't had time to throw dirt for the fertilization here, so just not growing until then, but we're pretty good on food. Okay, well, I'll see if I can get the duplicants to finish digging out this top part. And then we'll call that a video. Probably in the next episode, I'll actually make that room into a power room. Still want that layer to fill up with a little bit more oxygen so that they aren't just stopping what they're doing all the time. Because it'll take forever to build that room if they just are just holding their breath all the time and running for oxygen. So we will get a little bit of oxygen flowing from this, because there was quite a bit in that room, so. Get there, because we're going to need to set up a pump in here to start pumping the water into here. And we will pick... This could give us a bit of oxygen, but I actually think I want the sand. No, I'm starting to make sand now myself, so we'll pick the oxygen here. Handy little care package. Won't last too long. Well, you have enough morale that I can do this. Well, now I can get through the obsidian, so that's a good point to get progress-wise. Okay, so hopefully in the next episode we can get the latrine running and the power room built. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified for future videos. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode.